Yesterday, I talked about how to find a syndicator, how to find a real estate company to passively invest in. Today, I want to tell you how you're going to actually figure out if that's the right company for you. So first things first, after you get the referral, after you hear them on a podcast, after you listen to Facebook Live, wherever you found them, hopefully referral, hopefully whatever you find though. After that, after you think, hey, this is a person I want to reach out to, this is a company we want to potentially invest in, what's next? Well, that's next, right? Figure out if you truly want to invest in that company. Do your due diligence. And you go to their website. What's their history? How long have they been in business? Have they had success? Have they exited properties? How does that success look like? Start to get to know them. Start to really understand, is this a company you know, like, and trust? The more you can dig in, the more referrals you can get, the more comfortable you're going to be. It's a company you want to be able to trust. That's who you want to put your money with. Can I actually get in touch with the sponsor? Is this sponsor easy to communicate with? How do they communicate with your investors? If it's hard to get in touch with them, it's probably hard to get communication with them after you invest. That's going to be frustrating. So those are the things you're wanting to look at. Don't just look for the shiny object. Just because they're doing a lot of deals right now, just because they did a lot of deals, doesn't mean they're the right sponsor. You want to get with somebody that you're going to feel comfortable with too. Do they have kind of that same, I'd say, investing philosophy as you? Are they super aggressive? Do you love that? Are they super conservative? Do they love that? Everybody's going to tell you they're conservative, but truly are they? Get to know that. The next thing, so the first sponsor, know, like, and trust, right? The second thing, location. You want to make sure they're investing in locations that you feel are going to be good for growth now and into the future. You want to make sure they're in the asset class that you like and the property type you like. Are they investing in A-class assets and that's what you really like? Or do you like C-class? Do you like B-class? What do you like and why? Maybe you got to learn that. Maybe they can tell you why they like it and go, okay, that makes a lot of sense. But understand, where are they investing and what type of asset are they investing in? Then the last thing, the very last thing you want to look for is, hey, what's their underwriting look like? Are they conservative? Do you like how they're projecting things? What's their philosophy on where the market's going? What kind of, rates are they getting? Terms are they getting for their loan? Are they bridge loan? Are they fixed debt? All that kind of stuff you want to make sure. But here's the deal. If the first box is checked, likely the second box is checked and likely the third box is checked. So make sure number one is checked. Then let's look at number 2 and 3. Obviously, I want you to do your full due diligence. That's important. And then last thing, get referrals, do your background checks if you want to, and just kind of monitor. I like the idea of, don't do the first deal after you talk to them typically. Sometimes it's okay, but you monitor, see what's going on. Make sure you're following them. Make sure you still like what's happening. Don't go for the shiny object. I think it's super easy to go, hey, this deal looks really, really good, right? This deal looks great. They're projecting a 25 IRR or 20 IRR. Man, these guys are awesome. Oh, look at their track record. They've been in Austin, Texas, for instance. Oh, look at these returns. Well, guess what? Yeah, Austin's been a super hot market, but are their returns awesome because of that, or what are the returns? Typically, not always, but typically if somebody's projecting 25% returns, that means the deal's really risky. So what's your risk appetite? Do you like great returns with a ton of risk, or do you like good returns with low risk? Kind of got to look at that too. All right, so those are my suggestions. How do you find a sponsor? Talked about that yesterday. How do you actually make sure and that's the correct sponsor? That's what this is all about. Understand and get to know some underwriting and some questions to ask. Oh, here's the other thing. Ask them the question about a mistake they've made. How have they struggled? What's a deal that's gone wrong? Look, if they don't have an example, if they can't tell you how a deal has gone wrong, they probably don't have experience, or they're just lying to you, right? There's a podcast I listened to, and the guy said, hey, he had this billionaire investor he went and talked to, and the guy says, tell me about a deal where you lost money. And the guy says, well, I've never lost any investors any money. He goes, hey, it's really nice to meet you. I'll never invest with you, but we can be friends. And the point of that is, look, you're going to struggle. You're going to not do well on every single deal. And that's just how it's going to be. If you've been in business long enough, that's what's going to happen. So make sure that whoever you're investing with has had struggles and has gone through some ups, but also gone through some downs, and how they worked themselves through that.
Hello and welcome to Pillars of Wealth Creation, where we talk about creating financial success with a special focus on business and real estate. I'm your host, Todd Dexheimer. Now, let's get to it.